Come now, Ravain, don't be that way. It'll be just like old times.
That is exactly what I'm worried about.
Well, if it isn't our savior-to-be. I'm Trey Adelaire, Zerka Interstellar. These are my associates, Dr. Norris Afala, Head of Research, and Max Brigham, Chief Engineer. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
I can't thank you enough for responding. I'm really hoping you can help us avert a disaster here. That's correct. I was the Republic point of contact the last time Zerka nearly unleashed chaos upon us.
Let me see. I seem to recall something about a Zerka corporation being seized by the Republic, yes? However, I represent Zerka Interstellar. It's a completely unrelated and legally distinct entity.
Completely unrelated? It's the same lot of crooks! Your decades of depravity finally came home to roost, and then you slithered through a loophole that left the Republic holding the bag! You even stole the staff!
Stole the staff? Ravain, you wound me. Surely we both agree that the Republic is a free society, one that freely chose to take ownership of Zerka Corporation, and all of its liabilities, I might add. The company leadership complied in accordance with law and without protest. They simply exercised their right to resign, for their own reasons, immediately afterward. I'm certain even you would agree that it's only natural, in the absence of any debt or conflicting obligations, for such talented individuals to band together and form a bold, innovative, new corporation.
Keep it up, Trey. I'll put you in a cell if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, Ravain! You know how the lawyers feel about us flirting outside of billable hours. A few hours ago, our Duxton facility, CI-4, came under heavy assault by a band of, well, let's call them overzealous Trandoshan hunters. The facility has been off comms ever since. They're primitive fanatics who participate in glorified blood sacrifice to worship their goddess of hunting called the Scorekeeper. The Scorekeeper supposedly favors those who hunt dangerous game. In hindsight, their regular patronage of Duxton may seem obvious, but, well, shamanistic blood sacrifice just doesn't come up during project planning meetings very often. This is actually the fourth time these animals have attacked the facility. The first 3 incursions were repelled cleanly without incident, and honestly, we'd written them off as a simple nuisance. Apologies. A point taken and granted, though you'll forgive me if I spare no love for the beings rampaging through our facility in pursuit of a high score.
Now I know what you're thinking. So, some scary beasts escape onto a moon filled with scary beasts. Where's the crisis? You've looked it up, right? Duxton and Onderon are very close. Every summer, their atmospheres temporarily merge, and the beasts from Duxton can cross to Onderon.
It also produces some fascinating tidal dynamics.
It's seriously dangerous. We have drills, droids, militias, turrets, shelters, and still hundreds are killed or maimed each year.
Yes, about that. We've run a few different breach simulations. Optimistic projections predicted a loss of up to 1/4 of the planetary population over 5 years, coupled with permanent ecological changes.
In what world is that optimistic?
One would the alternatives recommend immediate evacuation and quarantine of the entire system. But that's worst case, though. Besides, that's why we're voluntarily stepping forward and seeking your aid to avoid such an unpleasant outcome. As you may have surmised by our joint presence, we've negotiated a deal with the Republic. In exchange for immediate, effective aid in quietly resolving the situation, we will provide almost unlimited access to the fruits of its research. The mission objective is simple: regain control of the facility, removing opposition as necessary. Questions? Correct. As a matter of principle, Zerka Interstellar strongly believes in resolving internal problems internally. The fact of the matter is that we've made several attempts to resolve this ourselves. It went poorly.
You didn't mention this before, Trey. What do you mean, poorly?
Well, it's hard to be specific, Ravain. First, they landed. Then there was a lot of, screaming, some chewing noises, then, static. I don't want to speculate on exactly what happened, but I'm fairly certain it didn't go particularly well. Questions?
The Republic thanks you for your help.
As do we at Circa Interstellar. You and your team will be dropped in a clearing just outside the facility. We'll be in contact with you throughout the operation to provide support. Long-range sensors continue to register sporadic blaster fire and explosions from the facility and its surroundings. This is clearly a volatile situation with a lot of unknowns, so plan to be agile. Your transport is waiting. Honestly, Rafane, you really need to learn to let go.
Take a walk out an airlock, Trey.
Report, long-range sensors reporting no changes. All signs suggest they've arrived undetected.
Any hope we can bypass the security systems? Not without a direct connection to a central terminal. Then we'll need to get creative. Scan for any signs of an IFF transponder. Already on it. Got a faint signal northwest of the holding pens. It's Wen Radler's ID. In a stalker den. Right. Dangerous. Venomous. I hope it. Ground team, proceed with caution.
Circa Interstellar is proud to introduce the latest iteration of our legendary Apex Vanguard. Our evolutionary combat adaptation system performs real-time analysis of environmental challenges to deliver the ultimate predator. This model features our peak performance amplifier, which dramatically enhances effectiveness right from the get-go.
Never in my life have I witnessed anything more irresponsible or profane!
I understand the situation wasn't ideal, but come now.
Wasn't ideal? Your band of lunatics nearly unleashed a catastrophe on the entire galaxy!
Spare me, Rafane. We both know if it weren't for people like me pushing the envelope, then technology thousands of years from now would be the same as it is today.
It's because of people like you that there may be nothing left alive by then. In exchange for your help in successfully regaining control of the CI-4 facility, Circa Interstellar will provide access to its research and receive immunity from any and all crimes discovered in relation to that information. That's correct. Why?
Look, I know things didn't go the way we'd hoped, but you pulled off something no one else could. If you ever need a favor, just come and find me.
You know what, Trey? For once we agree on something. Commander, the Republic is in your debt as well.
Max, this had better be important.
What is it this time?
Oh, no, it's nothing to be concerned about. Excuse me for just a moment.
Fine. Commander, I want to thank you again for your bravery. Should the opportunity arise, I would relish the chance to work with you again. Until next we meet.
Aria invited them? I thought you said the core was... Well, then where is it? Escaped? How can a program escape? No, don't tell anyone else. Just order a quarantine of the other facility and check the communication logs.